Start the recording. Alright. It's been a little bit since I did this on camera. Haven't streamed Ring Fit in a little bit. It's been a moment. And then some. Might be a little bit shorter exercise overall this evening. Kind of forgot to water myself very well today, so that might impact my exercise here. No, keep asking, because if I feel like I need more, you know, I don't want to sit there on the same plateau.
3, 2,
How's everybody handling quarantine? Pretty much everyone I know is either laid off from work or reduced hours, or they're essential medical personnel.
Next is the heel lift stretch. Bring the insides of your ankles.
How's everybody holding up on that? It's been a lot.
Keeping your knees out.
You know, I think I've said this on camera before, but because of the way the internet has affected our entertainment industry, we don't have as many, as people, don't have as many unifying cultural touchstones. You know, when there was one big movie, when there was much less, as an example, video, everybody could say, oh yeah, I did see or did not see this large movie. And it would make sense. But
Finally, spread your feet.
now,
Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side.
in the case of the
Face
internet
forward without letting your
and
head
people
drop.
determining so much more
Try not to bounce
of what
during
they
the stretch.
watch,
Let's
you
do
can
one
miss
more.
something that somebody else considers a huge
Great job.
pop cultural touchstone. What was I saying? Cultural touchstones. You know, pop culture is not as much of a touchstone anymore because you experience it at your own pace and at your own leisure. Hang on, story. The Children's Paradise Grand Minion Gauntlet stands between you and Drago. If you hope to make it to him, you'll need to win games against all the Grand Minions that Guru Ranma trained. What was he saying? Cultural touchstones. You know, we don't have as much pop culture touchstones anymore because of, you know, streaming and the like. However, last time I discussed something like this, I said, oh, there's definitely no cultural touchdowns anymore. Well, this quarantine is very much proving me wrong here. Because while there aren't pop cultural touchstones anymore, there are large cultural touchstones in the sense of, oh, this natural disaster hit this large area of the country, or, oh, this conflict has occurred, so it affects a lot of people. Or, in this case, a virus has stricken? I don't know. A virus has placed its stranglehold upon the world. And this is something that we all are all going to be able to recognize as a moment in our lives. Like, oh, like a cultural moment. Like, oh, I know what I did during quarantine of 2020. And it's kind of interesting. We're all in this together. We are probably a paragraph in a social studies novel right now. Some future kid in social studies is gonna be like, well, why do we gotta learn about the coronavirus? It's boring. You just know.
Okay, let's move. Bend your legs as you move. All right.
But I've been doing my best with
Neat.
with the quarantine. I've been doing my best to keep busy. I've got a project that has been on the back burner for
Okay.
7 months. Finally getting done,
Yes.
or at least getting underway.
Keep it up. Nice.
What else?
Well done.
I've been spending a lot of time working on D&D,
Okay.
which has been fantastic.
Amazing.
Ooh. My knees are not happy about this squat.
Excellent. Very nice. Excellent. Good job. Amazing. Great. Let's keep going. Fine work. Great. Excellent.
It's kind of funny. It's doing
Come on.
more of the non-aligned
Well done.
enemy's hit bar.
3. Very nice. Fantastic. 1 left. No.
I'm surprised that has any health left. But I personally have been
Breathe out.
taking this time to catch up on a lot of
Select the skill.
projects that have been neglected.
Side rest.
Not to mention all the stuff I gotta do for my work, since I can work from home,
Okay, let's
thankfully.
move. This exercise.
Very glad I can work from home, I can tell you that.
Your mom is so happy.
Helps keep me busy for a good part of the day. Making sure there isn't anything afoot. This better not be a mimic. Thankfully, it's not. Ooh, matcha latte. No, dude. Oh. I gotta fix my leg. I've got some really fun stuff planned for my for my current D&D campaign.
This will be weird. Press me on your abs and twist your upper body left and right.
My current story. Oh, gross.
Hey, watch out. Lower your hips.
My current storyline is the main storyline path is starting to shape up. No, dude. Coin. There we go. One of my cats really wants to come in and say hi, but no.
Nice work.
Not coming in, Magnus. Oh, what? I can't even go back to go up there. Gross, these suck. I'm assuming you mean those like little squat swing things? Yeah, they do. Oh, nice. That's another piece of that gear set. Oh, my calves, I need a stretch. Oh, no you don't. Oh, hang on, I'll squat and then stretch my calves. $50 coins? Seriously? Oh. Whew. There we go. That's a little better. Oh. Okay. We're doing this one, I guess. It's Elise, lol. You can do it. I believe in you. Thank you for believing in me.
Super energetic. Left, right, lower down, raise up. Left, right, lower down, raise up. Left, right, lower down, raise up. Left, bend your arm up. Raise up. Left, right, left, halfway there. Raise up. Left, right, lower down, raise up. Left, right, lower down, raise up. 10 more. Lower down, raise up. Left, right, lower down, raise up. 5, lower down,
My
raise
leg
up.
is falling off.
Right. You made it.
Fix my leg because the leg strap doesn't stay on.
With your leg slightly.
That's really only my only like complaint that is not a potential way to improve the game, but improve the way the game interacts with you, is the leg strap just falls off all the time. It looks tired and grumpy.
Sure to stay hydrated.
That's right, I think it makes that sound when it's tired and grumpy. I think it goes
Okay.
just like that. Oh, this is a green boy? I didn't even notice he was a green boy. I thought he was a neutral boy. Well, no wonder none of these skills are hitting him very hard.
Okay.
This is a good start, though. I'm glad I started here rather than immediately jumping into that monster dome. As much as I hate running, it's kind of nice to get some running in. Ooh, legs are not happy. I can tell you that. Oh, 2 of them. This is 3 of them. Unacceptable. 3 is way too many. 3 in a row. What kind of nonsense? Nice.
Now turn your exercise into experience points with a
Oh, I can really feel how little I've watered myself today.
Charge your squat power, but don't overextend yourself. Release.
That's another thing you gotta consider when you're working out. Is
Lightly cover the IR motion camera with the pad of your
how you've been
thumb
treating
as
your
shown.
body before you get a workout in.
Measuring.
Have you been hydrating yourself adequately?
Lightly
Have you
cover the
been
IR motion camera with the pad of
feeding
your
yourself
thumb as
adequately
shown.
and the like? You know, you
Measuring. Please do not move your thumb.
your body does not run well on low fuel after all.
Sorry, I couldn't measure.
Come on.
Please refer. Lightly cover the IR
I'm
motion
doing
camera
it just like you
with the pad of your
asked
right
me
thumb
to.
as shown. Measuring. Please do not move your thumb.
There we go. It was probably up closer to 80%. Probably closer to 75% there, just because we sat for a moment and let our heart rate go down. Oh, nice. We just got a level 2 version of the thing we just used. Absolutely. Let's replace the normal knee lift with it. Oh no, the knee lift combo is a separate attack, isn't it? Now that we've gotten a little cardio in, beefsteak plant. That sounds like a fake plant. Someone go check if that's a real plant, please. 'Cause it sounds fake as heck. We don't have a multi-hit arm, and we don't have any yoga equipped, so we're gonna need that. Definitely the tricep one. Over wide squat, because I don't want to do any more of those. Then we need a yoga. I tried boat pose in a off-stream workout. I cannot do it. You know, yoga, the tree pose does a lot, but we've been doing a lot of it lately. I can do the Warrior 3 pose, you guys have seen, but I can't do it in a way that feels satisfactory to me. Let's go with Warrior 2 pose. It's a good pose. We'll do it over fan pose, because we have healing items. Still, these guys using it as inspiration to do Ring Fit. That is good. That's a good thing. That's part of why I'm streaming this is, you know, if you need some motivation to exercise, here's the excuse. Go for it. Do the thing. Join me. If you don't have the game, find some kind of, like, thing you can squash and stretch for a little extra resistance. And 90% of these don't even need the Pilates ring. You can just do them. So feel free to exercise along at home.
Move super energetic.
Like these knee lifts. You don't really need the Pilates ring to do it. Well, that was only half of them.
You should feel good.
Like this abdominal press, yeah, you pretty clearly need the ring for that, but stuff like the warrior pose, or these standing twists, or maybe this tricep kickback, you might need some kind of dumbbell for that. Definitely these knee to chest. You don't really need any specialized equipment for it. You can just do the thing.
Okay, let's move. This exercise is also great for working your leg muscles. Nice. Okay. Amazing. Great. Amazing. Fine work. Keep it
That
up.
is a very lengthy message that I will read when I'm not on the floor.
Fantastic. Good job. Sharp. Well done. Nicely done. All right. Nice. Okay.
And if you want an option other than this,
Very nice.
other than this
Excellent.
kind of specialized routine, if you want a different specialized routine, you know,
Great. Great. Let's take a
I hear tell that
good job.
hang on, I'll keep talking when I'm not doing this.
Fan. 3. Well done. Nice. One left. You made it. Stand up. No need
Okay.
to
As I was saying, if you need a different option, and you could handle exercising with like exercise tape, the original P90X is on archive.org. Okay, what's this? I hate the abdominal press. If you don't have the ring for the press, you can do your own stretch, like over the arm stretch, instead to loosen up your muscles. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Kind of like one of these, or like the little stretches, kind of stretching your abs somewhat indirectly. Let's do another one of these.
Okay, let's move. Careful not to
And if P90X isn't your thing, I'm sure there's some kind of calisthenics program on your local public broadcast, so if you can find a TV antenna that works in the new age of digital television, there's always that.
Fantastic. Keep it up. Yes. Yes. Fantastic.
There's no shortage of exercise routines, and they all do roughly the same thing. The exercise routine that works is the one that you do. And what I mean by that, aside from the obvious, is that sometimes you just gotta get in the habit of exercising and find out a routine after you've built the habit.
Standing twist.
That was my major
Twist.
failing in
Right. Left. Right. Left.
exercising in college. I was always like, oh no, I need a nice fancy pre-built routine. I don't know what to do.
Halfway there.
Even though I already knew how to lift, like I had the requisite form and everything for lifting weights because I had lifted weights previously. And in college it always came down to, well, I'm not motivated enough for that, or
The enemy's disoriented.
oh, I don't have...
Overhead hip shake rush.
One moment.
Use a full range of motion for maximum effect. slightly. Squeeze.
It was always a, oh, I'll do it later, or, oh, I don't have a routine set up. 99 times out of 100, your routine doesn't matter as long as you're burning calories. Wait. This way first.
Okay, let's go. Hold your grip as firmly
As long as you're burning calories and activating your muscles, your routine does not matter 99% of the time. It just matters that you're doing the thing. And trust me, I'm well aware of what it's like to not have a motivation or obligation to get your exercise in. That's why I'm as heavy as I am right now. Because I didn't obligate myself in college to do it. And I didn't motivate myself in college to do it. And exercise is like any other self-improvement. If you've got to lean on obligation to make yourself better at first, do it. It's not a lesser motivation if it's some kind of obligation that you've given yourself. Sure, it may not be the best lasting motivation, obviously, because at some point you're going to go, well, I feel obligated and I don't want to do it because I'm obligated. And only because I'm obligated.
You made it, Amanda. No need to rush, though.
But obligation is a great place to start. You do it because you feel like you have to at first, and you find a better reason as you go. Like with this, I decided to stream this because that gave me an obligation, and the game is giving me a motivation. And so with the mix of those two, I can get over the part of exercise where you don't want to do it. It's just the worst because your body hasn't adapted to exercise. Oh heck, hi Lise. You know, you gotta use something to get over that initial hill where exercise just sucks. It's just the worst. But once you get going and your body gets used to that kind of, repetitive strain, and your body recognizes, oh, I'm not dying, so I can, get an endorphin release and actually make it enjoyable. And that point's different for everyone. But it is important that you try to get there.
Standing twist. Twist. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Use a full range of motion for maximum effect. Right. 20 more.
And honestly, as much as I enjoy entertaining you all like this, I don't mind if I'm not your motivation to exercise, if I'm not what you're using to get all those calories burned, as long as you're doing it. That's the important part. However, I'd like to think that watching this and attempting to exercise along where you can, it makes for a good motivation. People are social. And sometimes a gym buddy is really all you need. Because, like I said, it's that obligation. Some people will... Wow, what did I do there? Some people will go, oh, well, if I miss this week's gym, then this person will be like, hey man, where were you? You missed out. Like, hey dude, what the heck? Like, I thought we were in this together kind of thing. if that's the obligation you need to get out there and do exercise, it's a good way to get started.
Very nice. Amazing.
And exercise is not a fad diet either. The thing is with a fad diet, fad diets usually work fantastically if you do them 100%, but as soon as you stop, they quit working. Exercise is not like a fad diet. Exercise... arm wrestler. Okay. As I was trying to say before I was interrupted by sick level ups, exercise is not like a fad diet. Exercise, you get more out of it the more you do. So even if you don't have any energy, you got some kind of brain wrench, you haven't been taking care of your body, a little exercise is a heck of a lot better than none at all. And as someone who was very 100% mindset at all times, that took me a long time to learn, and I'm still learning it. Hey, Buttercup, Guru Anma trusted me with guarding this place. Whoever gets B rank or higher wins. Let's go. I don't know that I can get B rank on this, but we're gonna try anyway. This is the one where you sit in a chair and squishy squash your thighs together to do a thing. Oh. But I'm jumping back like 4 topics. I'm working on some in-universe folk songs for my D&D campaign because no, dude. No. Oh no. This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna not be able to get a B rank here. Oh, I dropped too late. Oh, okay, well that didn't work. This is a lot harder, wow. They're like, oh, advanced. I'm like, well, it can't be that much harder. Yeah, it's that much harder. But I'm working on some in-universe folk songs for my D&D campaign because, my previous character, Milris, who some of you may know, he found his way to Karsus, the one of the continents on which my current campaign is set. And as a bard, he's likely to know folk songs, So, go! Oh, yeah, nice! He learned the local places' folk songs. Sort of. He's still used to a different place's folk songs, but he's learned the new place's folk songs. And so, I've written lyrics, and I've got some music in the back of my brain that has yet to escape. I'm gonna try and get it out there before too long here. That'll be fun. I did a lot of singing, I guess, which is a sad thing to say. I really need to find a new outlet for my music, and I'm hoping that this is one of them. Well, but listen, losing makes you stronger. That's what always Guru Random says. That means I'm stronger now. Thank you very much. What was I saying? Milris folk songs. I haven't been making enough music, and this is hopefully an outlet for it. I'm excited. If I really, really like the way they came out, I might post them somewhere. We'll see. That's one of the things I'm working on in quarantine. Is picking up new skills and making sure the old ones are still polished. Master Gurana said I should be on the lookout for a weirdo named Glacier. That's you, huh? Why are you looking at me like that? You better not be laughing at me. You think it's funny that I'm a scrawny kid? I think you're funny in the bad way, weirdo. If you get B rank or higher, you can pass through here, though. B rank is tough, even for someone as cool and non-scrawny as I am. Your head looks like an onion, child. There's no way you can get a bit better than me. I don't know, maybe with this one. This one's kind of fiddly. This is one of the few, really fiddly minigames, I think. Oh. Because you have to release tension. That voice is not in my range. Please. You're right. Yeah, I have. Like, I think it's the main thing that trips me up on this one is the release tension in the ring con. Because it does sense a small amount of tension. Oh, what? It changes sides! Come on! Do the thing! Oh, come on! Rude! Come on! Come on! No, dude! I may actually not be able to get the B rank on this one. B rank, B rank, B rank! B rank, whew! No way, how could I have lost? No! It was kind of fun. You did a challenge of me. Don't tell Goron I enjoyed losing or anyone else. You got it? I guess. We'll do this one. Another small child, Armando. Armando, like Armando, but Armanda. She says that we're not supposed to go through here, but she believes in a meritocracy. If you're capable of achieving P rank or higher, you can go anyway. It's this one. This one's not too bad. At least it wasn't too bad in the lower levels. Magnus really wants in here. Does everybody hear him scritching? Because I sure can. You're not getting in. Papa is busy.
Ready? Go!
You can scritch at the door all you like, kitty. I'm not letting you in. I'm busy. No, dude, no, dude, no, dude, no! That was so close. Oh, dang it. Someone is he is vibrating the door. Can you hear that? That little, like... Oh, it might be one of my dogs. It might be Frank. Okay. Well, I guess that's okay. You're not getting in. Oh, whew. That is Magnus. No, we're not coming in. Not yet. Ooh. Problem with that minigame is it tires out my arms. Ooh, paratrooper. That's kind of cool. I love all the little achievements in this game. I didn't know anybody could be that good, but you're capable. You can do the thing. You can go places. Okay. Yeah, A rank. It's not perfect, but it's good. Ugh, at first I thought this gym was going to be easy. It's taking a lot longer to make our way through. I guess that's inevitable when you go up against Guru Ranma's grand minions. Hello!
What?
You made my grand minions cry! Oh no!
No, I mean, that's Guru Ranma, you...
No! I made the small children cry.
Well, a promise is a promise, I suppose. I'll allow you to pass. You went through all the trouble, you get to kick back a little. You also babysat the kids a little bit, so we'll give you a warm welcome. It's not far from here. There's a welcome in store for us? What's that supposed to mean? I got a bad feeling about this.
We're gonna equip more yoga skills just in case. We're gonna equip the tree. Equip the tree! We'll do this one too. He's still scritching. He wants to come in and see what's happening. He hears me talking. He's like, what's going on? Wait. What items do we have? Oh, I can make smoothies mid-match? Dude! Asparagus smoothie. Beefsteak plants. Switch skill color to green. Okay. Melon soda. Also switches skill color to green. Buddy, you can't come in. He is sticking his paw under the door. Like he needs attention. He requires it to live. The matcha latte is milk and matcha powder. Man, he really wants in. He does. I'm gonna stick a cat toy under the door and see what he thinks of that. Hey, it's getting you. It's getting you. Yes, get it. That should distract him a little bit. Oh, dude, I wish we had the asparagus smoothie ingredients. That's a good one. Also, the asparagus onion soup would be a good one.
I'm all ready.
He just really wants to come in and see what's happening. I think he's been distracted by the cat toy for now. But he really wants to know what's going on in here. A beefsteak plant is apparently a real plant. I don't want to blow my carbonated waters on melon soda. Especially since I just made beefsteak plant smoothies that do the same thing. So, we'll stick with that. He missed you all day at work. Oh, maybe.
Look at you didn't check it out. You must be braver than I thought to actually show up. Let's see how brave you are when you see what I've got in store for you, huh?
Ugh.
You upset my poor little grand minions. I'll teach you to not do that again. I don't have any teeth.
Do I have any green teas to boost my green power? I have one. $130, $220. Let's do this.
Slowly bend to the left. Perfect. Lower a little more. Be sure to keep yourself steady. Good. Go a little further back.
This has gotten easier the more I do it, though. I will say that. Like having to lean while I do a tree pose. It's throwing me off less and less.
Slowly bend to the right. Perfect. Lower a little more. Fully extend your spine. Good. Go a little further back. Bend a little more.
Oh, dude.
And return. Bend a little more.
Oh, it's throwing me off less and less. Immediately need to set my foot down. Elise is V angry at the game she's playing. Fair. Wait. Before I read that. What's apparently a part of the Fratiscinsvar crispa or shisho belongs to the genus Perilla in the mint family, Limicinae. Shisho is a perennial plant that may be cultivated as an annual in temperate climates. The plant occurs in purple-leaved and green-leaved forms. Oh, beefsteak plants are related to mint. I can kind of see it in the leaf design.
Press in firmly on the ring.
Oh, she got arms! Look at her flexing! She's like, "Rrr! Rrr! Rrr! Rrr!" I love that little flex animation. She leans forward and is like, "Rrr! Rrr!" That's kind of neat. I didn't know that. The mint family of plants had a bunch more. I thought it was kind of very tightly grouped and just mint had a lot of variation. Huh. That's kind of neat.
Also good for working your weight. Slowly return to the starting.
Magnus was distracted by the cat toy for all of 5 seconds.
Let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs. Slowly twist to the right. This pose can be challenging.
Hey, wait.
Perfect! And guard! You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
Oh! Oh, she just has full body attacks. Oh my gosh, the little ab That was great. The little ab shifting to do an attack. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was great.
That's it. Twist a little more.
Oh my gosh.
Hold the ring arms parallel.
Oh man. I guess this is kind of representative of how yoga can be a full body workout if you do enough of it. It's kind of cool.
Twist slowly. That's it. Twist a little more. Squat and hold that position. Good. Go a little further back. Twist a little more. Twist a little more. And
With great balance comes great core strength.
Okay.
seated for
Oh, I gotta go sit on the floor.
press in firmly on the ring. Keep squeezing the ring.
This is working more of my back muscles than my abs.
Very nice.
You. Yeah. Get the feathers. Get the toy. Yes. Get it. He's really scratching at the door, though.
Like to still. Knee lift.
A lot of people. Like a good portion of my friends list has like started playing games over the course of this stream.
Left. 20 more. Halfway there. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. 10 more. Right. Left. Right. 5. Left. Right. Left. Perfect. The enemy's disoriented. Now
Oh,
your chance.
what's it gonna make me do?
Overhead knee lift. Right.
Oh no!
Keep it up. Over and over. Excellent.
Oh, don't like that one. Legs for days.
Lower your legs bent.
Oh,
Fantastic. Okay. Well done.
oh.
Good job.
Oh.
Take a break if you need to.
Okay. Alright. Definitely done after this one, though. Whew. No next world. Not enough gas in the tank for a Drago. But whew. Oh, come on.
Okay, let's go. Careful not to let your head fall forward.
We're
Okay.
pretty close to an hour anyway. So it's not the end of the world.
Amazing. Nice. Perfect. Neat.
That knee lift rush in particular whew, really got me. A huffing and a puffing.
All right. Nice. Fine work. Keep it up. Okay. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay. Awesome. Very nice. Great. Challenge. Well done. You got it. Well done. Great. 5. Very nice. Excellent. 3. Keep it up. Fine work. Excellent.
That did a lot of damage. Whew.
Luck, skill, and
Alright.
good luck.
Let's hope the thigh press finishes it off. Oh!
Okay, let's move. Engage your abs when moving your legs. Great! Great! Fantastic! Amazing! Great! Fine work! Nicely done! Nice! Wonderful! Yes! Yes! Awesome!
Angus, you can come in like 3 minutes, bud. Just wait.
Fantastic! Excellent! Excellent! Nice! Good job! Well, increase your pace! Okay!
Whew. Okay.
That
Oh.
Oh, maybe it's all my fault. Maybe the grandmaidens would have fared better if I set a better example.
drop your hips. Victory!
Okay. Let's see what the heart rate looks like. See, now that I know the beefeater plant is related to a mint, I kind of want to try it. Tree pose seed, that's cute.
Looks like I can't stop you. The kids may be upset, but losing is just part of training. I had fair share of defeats before anyone called me guru. Soon enough, the kids will know that their efforts were not in vain. Every loss is also a lesson, as I like to say. Well, Mr. Drago's up ahead. Good luck. Like luck will change anything. Nice knowing you. You're about to be beaten at your own game.
Oh, that voice is hard when I'm out of breath. Yeah, finish for today. Whew. Okay. You can quit scritching now. I'm okay. In response to me being V-Man, I was. I was cursing like a sailor. Yeah, you really needed to come in here just to sit on the office chair. That's what you were scritching on the door for. This goofy little noodle. Yeah. Yeah. He says, I was worried about you, Dad. Also, shiso has a unique flavor, pungent and greasy. It contains strong flavors of spearmint, basil, anise, and cinnamon. Ooh, I like the sound of that flavor profile. I might have to pick up some seeds for that. I was so mad my hands were shaking. Ooh. Library. Hey, what are you doing down there? He says, causing trouble. I'm gonna eat your cables. Ooh, 400 Warrior 2 pose reps. 200 wide squat reps. Now I'm eating just straight up guac. I don't know how people can eat avocados, dude. The texture's all gross and they taste really grassy. I don't know. 100 tree pose reps. Tree pose seed.
Let's begin our static stretching.
Yeah, I don't like avocado. I know, I make a terrible millennial.
Within the range of your ability.
How dare you, good sir.
Raise both hands.
Yes, controversy.
While pulling on your
That's gonna be the scandal that gets me canceled. I'm gonna, dunk on an avocado, and somebody's life will have been saved by avocados, and they're gonna be like, how dare you slander the avocado in this way?
Return to your original
And they're gonna get me canceled for it.
and bend the other way.
Ooh,
Directly to the side.
good stretch.
Not to slouch.
Oh, man. Oh, good stretch. Nut.
Bring yourself back slowly.
I kind of actually do want cancel culture.
Raise both arms.
Oh, yes, we're doing this one too. Oh, this is a good
Your
stretch.
upper arms while pulling your elbows
I'm
down.
gonna have some almonds when I go downstairs. That's the mood I'm in. I kind of want some almonds. Any of y'all get in that mood where you're just like, I want a very specific food?
Opposite side.
And right now, oh, it's almonds.
Careful not to let your head fall forward.
Although now that I've heard what beefeater plant tastes like, I kind of want to try it. Maybe there's some kind of when quarantine finally stops existing.
Put your right foot
Oh,
forward.
gross! I hate this stretch.
Bend your body forward and stretch the back of your
Because I can touch my toes normally, but crossing my legs like this is a
Hold
pain.
it like that for a little longer.
Plus I can't hear, so I don't know how long to hold it.
And switch legs.
sorry, Magnus. Oh, buddy. It's okay.
The opposite side as well.
I stepped on his foot.
Breathe slowly.
Come here, bud. It's okay.
Slowly straighten up, bit by bit,
Come here.
starting from your lower back.
It's okay, bud. Yeah, Papa loves you.
Put your right leg
It's okay.
forward and put your hands on your hips. Bend your right
Oh, we're
leg,
stretching my
stretch
calves.
out your left calf.
Elise just had... Proud of you working out and getting as far as I did. Oh, thank you. I do my best.
Stretch slowly.
Oh, poor baby. I was trying to stand up from that cross leg, touch your toes thing, and his foot was just right under mine.
Bring yourself back
That
slowly.
darn stretch. Now I don't like it even more.
Rotate your hands
Ooh, what are we
behind your
doing?
back and grasp your left
Oh,
leg.
is this the weird one where you... Oh, it's the weird one where you stretch your neck.
Neck the same way.
Oh, that's really nice. Ooh,
Bring your neck back up.
that's a really good one.
The opposite direction as well.
Consider stretching when you get up in the morning. Yeah, as long as all you do is stretch. Don't exercise first thing in the morning. At least that's how... Who closed the door?
Bring yourself
I tried to
back.
exercise first thing in the morning the other day, and whew, did not go well. Oh, did somebody shut the door on you, Magnus? Yeah. He's like, Dad, I don't know that I want pets right now. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. Papa loves you. He says, yeah, sure, Dad. Should I exercise if I feel sore? Well, don't overdo it. Take breaks. If you feel muscle pain, don't push it. Take a break from training. Your results won't disappear over a short rest, so keep it easy until your symptoms disappear. That's all for today's cool down. Get some rest. Whew. I'm gonna need it. I'm a little short on water. Know what I mean? Didn't water myself well enough. I did water my plants today though, so there's that. I gotta wait to digest food before exercise. That's a good idea. Puking while you exercise is not a good feel. I had something in my brain to say before I left. Oh, speaking of every little bit counts, what was I saying? Oh, if you have some kind of brain wrench, like depression, anxiety, the stuff that gets in your brain and makes you feel fatigued and the like. Again, that every little bit counts. Methodology is a great way to approach exercise when you are not physically fatigued, but mentally you are fatigued. Every little bit helps with exercise. I personally am fortunate enough that whatever brain wrenches I have, they're not, fatigue causing usually. So I don't have that particular issue, thank Ilea. But for those of you who do, I've seen leaps and bounds improvement in people who normally have a very hard time, just facing the day in general, starting an exercise program. Because it gets your blood moving, it makes your body active, and it forces your brain to produce even more of the chemicals you're already short of. And so then it kind of, it's not as good as, store buying your neurotransmitters since you can't make them yourself, but it helps. So just keep that in mind if you're not a particularly, if you're a motivated person under the layer of your brain throwing wrenches at you. Exercise is a great way to, for lack of a better term, overclock your brain so it sort of works correctly. Anyway, but I'm not a mental health professional, so again, that's all anecdotal. I tried to make that as obvious as possible. That those are anecdotes. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm not a psychiatrist. I talk to computers for a living. I'm not a brain person, but give it a shot, you know? Anything works. Anything's worth a try. What should I put on the tweet? Low water. Low water means a short boy. Short boy. Okay. Quarantine workout. Yeah, that's another thing. You know, it's very easy to underestimate how much exercise you get in your day-to-day when you're able to leave your house. And you know, there's a reason it's a trope that people in prison exercise a lot. It's because when you're locked in a place with very little enrichment, exercise is a very simple way to enrich yourself. So do keep that in mind. Oh no, I do need that one. But as you can see, I've also been playing Pokemon. I've been very much enjoying Sword and Shield. I have some little videos of eating curry with my Pokemon. These three are actually half of my team. The Vanillite, the Wooloo, and the Chirpy Boy. I named it Chicklet because it had something to do with like chewing or chick in the initial name. You know, Chicklet like chiclet gum. What do you think, Magnus? He says I'd eat that bird Pokemon, and I say, I know. Anyway, I've carried on enough. I need water. I'm so thirsty. I need water and I need food. So, that's going to be it from me tonight. Keep an eye out. Some things that have been sitting on the back burner are finally coming forward very soon. And other than that, we're going to be back on Friday for more exercise. Off go the cats, hassling each other. That's it, that's all, folks. I'll see you Friday.